should not have gone for this video. So basically, how can you use the concept of parallel timelines or parallel realities to enhance your experience of life or to live in your preferred frequency? What do we want? It's really a sensation. We don't want the epic love story. We don't want like the epic career. We don't want the epic amount of wealth. We don't want the epic state of consciousness or non-dual beingness of self-realization like the Buddha or David Hawkins, my favorite teacher. We want the sensation of freedom, of peace, of joy, of constant abiding in our true nature, which is being excited about life. So how can we use this concept of parallel realities to enhance our experience of the now and to live a life of more fulfillment? Just the knowing, no wait, I have it right here. Just the knowing that time is nonlinear. So we have Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. and then 1 a.m. 2 a.m. What I'm trying to say, we have the days of the week, we have our hours of the day, everything, just to like have a sense of, we have structure. And people that go to 9 to 5 jobs, or when you have meetings, or even when I have sessions with you guys, I structure by hour. But that's just a measurement, a symbol to try to get a sense of time, so different parties can be anchoring the same space at the same time for a shared purpose. May it be a meeting, may it be work, may it be a date, may it be a dinner, whatever. But actually, time is non-linear. It's always a now, kind of like what Eckhart Tolle mentions. It's always right here, right now. So it's so funny, just in the middle of a neighborhood. So if you know that there's actually no time, if you have a bad day, quote unquote, you don't need to have a bad day. You can have a bad moment. So you can just let the sensation arise and let the sensation pass. So let's say that you're feeling anger, frustration, sadness, grief, not feeling inspired, whatever it is. You can allow the sensation to be there, but you don't need to attach yourself to it, or you don't need to perpetuate time and space to it. You're not sad, you're not angry, you're not depressed. A sensation, a wave of sadness, a wave of anger, a wave that's just happening through you, via you, in that moment of time and space. But the moment you get out of a room, you open the door, you close the door, you call a friend, you meet some people for dinner, you go to work, you are in a completely different parallel reality. One snapshot after I move my hand from here to here is a completely different parallel reality and configuration of existence. So you don't need to attach your persona, your personality, to something that you did yesterday, or something that happened to you 10 years ago, or in the morning, or anything. It's just gone. So you can just recalibrate your state of being to always be in consistent joy, because whenever a wave of a less preferable sensation snaps through you, that's all it is. It's just a snap in that moment, and then it's gone. It passes, arises and passes, arises and passes. What people do is they hold onto the sensations, they store it in the body, and then they try to numb themselves with alcohol, or nothing wrong with it. I mean, I enjoy having wine and I enjoy whiskey. I even enjoy cigarettes. Like, there's nothing wrong, in my point of view, with smoking and drinking and stuff, if you do it for enjoyment. But if you do it to suppress a sensation or an emotion, then you are crystallizing that emotion in your aura, in your field, in your subtle bodies, and you are not liberating yourself. We cannot be scared of pain. If we want to experience joy, if we want to experience pleasure, like the ultimate orgasm of existence, which is just infinite love and infinite joy, we must just always, I'm getting distracted by the people. We must just always be certain that it's completely fine to experience pain as well. It's like, it's just a wave of pain. We feel it fully, we feel it completely, and then it's gone. And the more you're willing to feel the pain, the more joy you're gonna feel. The more sad and depressed you're willing to feel, and just let it all pass through you quickly. Like, the more you allow for it to consume you, then you're free of it. Whenever you suppress it or you push it because you're scared of how it's gonna feel, you're never gonna feel the same amount of joy or ecstasy or bliss. So as I said in the beginning, it's never about the destination, the amount of money. I call it the carrot. It's not about the carrot, the lover, the money, the wealth, same thing as wealth, abundance, friendships, social, whatever. It's never about that. It's always about what do we want to feel. So we want the essence of those things. Just a bunch of messages. So if you become the essence of that, you won't be scared to feel all the sensations that need to come up, because you're going to be consistently in a non-dual state of awareness. And everything's going to be the same. Like this, there's a stick here. I'm like holding the phone in like the Course of Miracles book, and behind it is a stick. This stick is not different from my body. It's just particles of light that are forming a configuration that creates a cylinder of existence and creates a stick. But this is exactly the same thing as my face. There's no separation. There's no distance. So this stick is the same as your dream house, as an example, as your dream partner. Like, I know it sounds super silly, but there's no difference between a stick, a plant, a book, and your body. It's all just configurations of light, photons. Of course, if that's on the absolute, on the relative level, we do have consciousness, we do have a sense of higher mind and merge with our human aspect, and a book and a stick doesn't have like a mind in that sense, but it has life, it has configurations, it has particles. So how can I put this into words? It's like the whole universe becomes this 360-degree experience in which the sky, the sun, the moon, there's like the sunset right now. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, it's so nice. Everything. It was in the Course of Miracles. It's my stand to get better production. Everything is just the same thing. The breeze, the plants, the animals, it's all the same thing. So if you grasp that concept, even if you're sad, even if you cry, even if you're angry, even if you're depressed, it doesn't have to last long. You're not that. That's just a sensation that is arising in a wave of experiencing. But you are not the wave of experiencing. You are the background, the non-dual awareness of it all. Oh my God, there's so many people here. It's kind of cool to have like the props in the background. The woman, the baby, everything is just awareness into awareness, in the middle of awareness, experiencing awareness. And it's kind of like a mind fog, but it's super exciting. It's like there's nothing to fear, because you are everyone and everything, and then everything that you need is always gonna show up in a different way or another, because the same life force that makes you makes everyone else in your reality. And it's a parallel reality because it's just a snapshot of the infinite possibilities that you can create in the configuration of existence by your highest excitement. But we must mix. That's what I love, mixing manifestation with non-duality and healing trauma, because when we heal trauma and we see things from a non-dual perspective, we manifest what we want quicker. So you can live a life of joy, bliss, abundance, pleasure, happiness, and be free of pain, just by living by these rules. We experience the world by the rules we live by. It's like the codes. We code behind the scenes. When you're watching this video, I consider it like coding. How you want your reality to look today. So you code, and then you experience your day. So if you choose to believe and own the truth of it's all a non-dual experience, and your life force that is animating you right now, it's animating everybody else in your reality, then you can experience life without resistance. So whatever arises, you own it. The stories, the mental chatter, you let it pass. If you need to call a friend and tell whatever it is that is going through your consciousness, if you need to write it down, but you let it pass, you let it be, because then there's a next configuration of existence, and it's never the same. And then the world you see 5 minutes ago, you can close your eyes and open it, and something crazy can happen. And it's like, how did this just happen today? Because it's a glitch in the matrix. It's like you just manifested a different timeline because your vibration is higher. And I sound like a crazy person, but I fucking love this topic. Okay, 9 minutes. This was a sudden inspiration. I want to try to make one video a day. And if you haven't seen the morning calibration that I did this morning, my intention is for it to soothe your nervous system. Sometimes we just need to be quiet. And I love having moments of solitude and of silence. And if you can anchor yourself in that frequency of just emptiness, and let whatever it is that's going to your mind, through your mind, to just like be there and let it rest. Just to stop thinking for a bit, then you see how everything in your reality starts to align perfectly. And you're gonna be freaking happy. That's what we want, right? To be more happy, more content, more abundant, more fulfilled. It's a mix of emptiness, a bit of magic, a bit of excitement, and a bit of acceptance of whatever arises. That's the formula, my friends. If you wish to contribute for my videos, I would be so grateful for it. It helps me pay for my food and for my rent. I'm currently a nomad, so I never know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm just living off your guys' donations and the sessions. So if you feel that this video has contributed to your life and you wish to give back, that would be so happy, and it will come back to you tenfold. As well, if you want to book a session with me, subtle body, causal body, or mental body balancing, you can do so by sending me a DM. The links to my Instagrams are in the description, and I will see you in my next inspiration, my friend. Much love.